Hello and welcome to this message. Your message, apparently, if you are here viewing this video. As you can see, or may be able to tell, I am very tired. I have been getting a lot of downloads and messages. Comes with the territory. But if you're watching this video, you are not watching it when it was recorded. Today is January 6th, but I'm being guided to date the video or schedule it to be posted at a later date for whatever reason. Okay, I'm gonna do as I'm guided to do. But this is a message about the fog. Okay, and let me just start by saying we're shown things ahead of time through movie, anything. Just depending on what your awareness level is. We're shown things ahead of time or told things ahead of time before things happen, okay? Now, whether you're psychically inclined or not, things are still put into your awareness, okay? There is a rule, there is a universal law that states this information has to be put out there, okay? Whether positive or negative intention. So when things are being done, and a lot of people like to think that The Simpsons show is predicting things, like these writers are predicting things. They're showing you ahead of time because they have to, of what is to come, okay? There are no tricks. There are no scams, okay? It's literally put in your face. But if you're not aware or you choose to be blind to these things, you won't notice them, okay? And I always tell people, once I found out who is the owner of Fox Network, who's the true root behind Fox Network, you'll understand The Simpsons aren't predicting. They're telling you ahead of time of what their agenda is, okay? So now this fog, I woke up to several days not being able to breathe. I don't have problems with my lungs. I do not catch viruses. I just don't get sick like that. The way my DNA, I will say, is set up, I don't get viruses, okay? I don't get colds. I don't get sick on a regular basis. I don't catch the flu, no matter how much is going around. So the only time I've ever had a problem with my lungs is when I got a vaccination for whooping cough, and it turned into pneumonia, okay? So other than that, being injected with a vaccination, I never have gotten colds and things like this on my own. But I'm saying all this to say, this fog is unnatural, okay? So now I'm not gonna tell you, what you can do to help in this situation. I don't believe that's what this video is for, because it's being post-dated. But what I will say is that your nervous system at this time is most likely, and I was just saying most being affected, and I was going to say most likely being affected. So just take it as it resonates. The intention is to affect the nervous system. I'm going to dig into these cards for whatever reason and see what comes out, okay? Why am I doing this video? Why am I making this video? What is the intention behind the fog? And if you know, there is a movie called The Fog, and earlier today, my daughter reminded me of a show she used to watch called Bunked. And I believe they also had an episode about the fog. It may resonate for some reason. You may have watched it, your kids may have watched it, you may want to find that episode. But I'm going to tap into the tarot, and I got a very strong energy come through with a message earlier, and I'm going to read it. It is very significant, and this energy that came through, it's a collective energy, and I felt myself being agitated as well. Now, I strongly know and believe in divine protection. So I don't let many things ruffle my feathers, but, you know, or bring about fear, okay? But when this message came through, it's an energy of agitation. I felt it very deeply. And what this is an energy of the collective divine feminine is what I feel. Mother Gaia, that mother energy, okay? Divine feminine energy. And the divine feminine is tired of the chaos and destruction is what I feel this is, okay? And I'm just going to give the message as I got it because I did not, there were some words I wanted to look up and I haven't. And I don't even have my other phone in here. I think I might grab it. But the message was, those at the helm of the weather control will experience the most excruciating exit from this physical plane. Their offspring is not to be in exclusion to this decree. Okay, so to me, the feeling I'm getting from it is the divine feminine energy as a collective. And this is ancient energy. This is what I feel, ancient energy, along with Mother Gaia. Tired of the chaos and destruction, okay? It's time for change is what it is. So I'm going to get into the character oracle. It has a lot of different things that could come out from that. And like me personally, I already know behind the scenes what's going on, okay? This is information for whoever needs it. And it just serves as further confirmation for me when certain cards appear. So that's most likely why I grabbed certain decks. But I'm just gonna let the message flow, whatever needs to channel through for this message. I'm gonna let it channel through. I think I'm gonna start with this character oracle though and see what it is that needs to come out. I feel like this is definitely a light worker message for whatever reason. I know there was another message that came through for a grid worker in particular or grid workers in general. Star seeds, light workers. So let's just see what comes out. 818 on the timer as I looked up. Child. And this child card is giving me the star seed energy, like I just said. Okay. Beacon of hope. That's what we're here for. Star seeds. It says spring buds, innocence, growth, and vulnerable. And I feel like if you are empathic and sensitive to the energy, you are most vulnerable because you're more aware and tapped into the energy, okay? Blacksmith, forge, melting, shaping, tempering. And this is forging a path. Okay, that's what this card represents to me in this deck. And that's what we're here for. Okay, so this may be a call to action message is what's coming through. Your energy is to shape a new future. Okay, forge a new path. You may be familiar with the term way shower. Okay. Now, I had a dream mid last year of what's happening right now, okay? Machines pumping clouds of fog into the air. Also, they were forming certain shapes, okay? And at that time, I was given the message of being mindful of what you see in the skies. So that's coming through right now, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have Knight. And it says keeper of honor, armor, battle, loyalty. And I'm hearing suiting up, okay? This is a call to action message is what I feel. One more, please. This is a call to action message, okay? And I know exactly when it's going to be posted because it just came to mind. That is the Lover card. This is the Union card, okay? Divine counterships, divine counterparts. I think I'm mixing two things, counterships. But whatever the case, okay? It says love, romance, production, infinity. Past life connections coming back together. This is the energy of reunion. I just saw 1106 as I looked up. So, twin flames, okay, if you resonate with that title. High-level soulmates. Divine unions, okay? You have a very special mission in this space and time. And as I said, it's time to suit up. As I looked up, it was 11:33. Archangel Sandalphon. It does represent poetry in Pisces, creativity, emotion in the arts. One more, please. Security guard, patrol keeper, watchman, service provider. This is the energy, okay, of what we're here to do, to be of service. The Father card, as I say that, family, patriarch, guardian, paternal authority, ancestral passage. Now, patriarchal society is what we live in, and that is what the divine feminine energy, 1221, as I say this, the divine feminine energy is coming in to soften things, should I say. Now this detective card is standing out. And this gives me spiritual detective, okay? And like I said, I know a lot of what's going on behind the scenes, okay? This may be your energy as well. Being able to put together, connect the dots is what I should say. But it says truth unveiled, okay, here at the bottom. And not only are we here to unveil the truth, okay? Some say the veil is being removed. For most of us, the veil is non-existent, and we live in the in-between. We already see what's going on both sides. But this spy card says seeker of secrets, okay? We're here to seek out the truth and allow it to be known. We are shamans, okay? Most of us. Here to heal the world, okay? And I'm seeing the 10 of Wands in my mind's eye. And some people may feel like this is a heavy burden, okay? Now with the message that I'm going to post on this day, that is for this day, January 6th. This may be a specific day for some reason. But I know it is called, which I just recently learned, is called Epiphany Day. So this may resonate with some. But some may feel like this being here to put back into the world or help turn things around is a heavy task, and it is not, okay? You have an individual part, okay? And all the individual parts of the collective being done, okay, doing what you came here to do, is what will create that ripple effect, okay, and do what it needs to do. But this says spiritual leader, okay, and also with the ancestral passage here, this is the torch being passed to you, and this came up earlier, prior in another reading. okay? So the ancestral torch being passed, 1515 on the timer, the torch is being passed to you, most likely from your ancestor who was also here, and they created some type of change, and now it's your turn, okay? You're next in line in your ancestral line. But that is also where your backing is coming from. I'm hearing strength, okay? So that's also where your strength is coming from. Somebody may have the spirit animal of a, I wanted to say white tiger, but this looks like a leopard, okay? So you may be seeing white tigers. You may be seeing leopards. Someone could have strong ties to indigenous tribes. I'm hearing Aboriginal. One more, please. I got two more. Hunter and volunteer. We are the volunteers, okay? This is what you are here for. And I'm hearing the volunteer being hunted with this hunter here card. Hunter here card. With this hunter card here. So I don't know, just take that as it resonates. But the hunter card says stalker of prey, aim, strategy, pursuit, survival. And I feel like this is getting back to the basics. Those basic skills are needed. If you know those basic skills, and if you do, you know what I'm talking about, you will want to begin sharing that knowledge in whichever way you feel guided to. But the volunteer, and this is a very humble energy, okay? And most look at empaths as a very energy that they can prey upon, okay, with this hunter card here, and they would be sadly mistaken. And if you know, and this is your energy, then you know, okay? We are very calm, okay? We are very devoted individuals. We have a sense of duty and we know what we're here for, okay? And the phrase kindness for weakness is coming out. With the madman card here and chaos, this is what's being created. Okay. But spirit of service and willingness is what's on this card. And this is, like I said, a call to action message. Educator, this is what you're here for. And I just spoke on that. If you have these survival skills, okay? Survival skills. And this comes first nature to you. You will want to begin sharing this information in whichever way you're guided. Impart the knowledge, okay? And those who need it will find it, okay? Or it will find them. The magician is here. And magician and musician are in the deck back to back. And that's giving me, like, it's giving me a real, like Pisces energy is coming through. It says composer of harmony, passion. Like Piscean energy is like really nurturing. It's really creative. It is really visionary type energy. And this does say channeler of power, the magician card says. It's like making something happen out of nothing, okay? But I'm hearing bare minimum, bare bones. So being able to create something out of nothing. And this energy is coming out for a reason. But this is like the second card of passionate energy here. So you may be very passionate about helping. You may be very passionate about animals, okay? or whatever it is that you set out to do. You have a very passionate energy with that. And I keep seeing the bartender. And it just may be significant for someone. 2022 as I looked up. And that is 222. I'm not really getting a message from it connecting to this energy. But that card keeps resurfacing. And this card here at the bottom, oh God, pulled two. Driver says navigator of journeys, steering, safe passage, welcome. This is our energy, okay? Creating a safe passage so that others behind us can continue the work. Also, this is the energy of our ancestors, forging the path, okay? And creating safe passage for us to come do what we needed to do. This player card, I ended up pulling them both together, but this is socialite of charm. And this is giving me that elite energy is what this is, okay? And if you know what your purpose is here, that card will resonate with you. But the boss card is also here, and that it is also giving me at this time the elite energy. It says master of wealth, okay? And I'm hearing shift of power, shift of wealth. But that is a card of leadership. That is the emperor energy, okay? But at this time, I'm hearing tyrant, which can be the reverse energy of the emperor, okay? And I'm hearing lead not by force. 2202 on the timer. And I feel like that's deja vu because I feel like I just said that. So you may be in the energy of deja vu. I'm going to go through this one more time. I just want to see if this specific card comes out. Let me ask, why are we seeing the fog? Why are we seeing the fog? This is the stranger card. It says passers-by, encounter by chance, mutual aid, new friend. Because it's time to come together. That's why we're seeing the fog. And I'm going to go deeper into that, why we're seeing the fog. Spiritual seeker. It's like, it's a sign, okay? And if you're like me and you had the dream or a vision or whatever this is, the sign. This is your sign that it's time, okay? Like I said, call to action message. The card of spiritual seeker, the stranger, and this lover card, okay? This is all giving me divine counterpart energy, okay? So this is a time that you may be coming into contact with your divine counterpart, okay? For your purpose. Devotee of the inner path. Spiritual beings coming together, divine counterparts, okay? Serendipitous events is what's coming through. I'm hearing the stranger you recognize. So someone may be having dreams, okay, of someone that feels familiar to you, and you are going to come in contact with this person. And if you see this person's face is covered, okay, and you're in the dream state, their face may be covered. But I'm hearing big reveal. So either that you will finally see a face in the dream state, 2424 as I looked up, or this person will be revealed to you via some divine encounter, okay? And whatever feeling you had in the dream state, you will feel in, I'm hearing close proximity, but you will feel that same feeling once you're in this person's presence. And I heard close proximity, so you may start getting these intuitive hits, okay, to your senses when they're in close proximity or the time is near, okay? Now, one huge confirmation is heart palpitations, okay? So you may not want to be alarmed, but heart palpitations or feeling weird activity in your heart space, anywhere across here, okay? Could be sign for you. One more, please. And I feel like this video is only 25:27 on the counter, but it feels like I've been recording for a long time, okay? You may feel like you've been, like something's been taking a long time. Cooking up, and I was hearing cooking up a storm. It's a song that I listened to. It's from a K-pop band, but I was hearing that in the beginning, and the chef is here. And I can't remember those words. A lot of it is in Korean, so Korea could be significant, but cooking up a storm is really what's coming out, okay? Is what the significant message is, okay? And I was getting the message through someone last year about we are the storm, okay? So this card says proficiency, but I'm also hearing practical magic, practical ways, impracticability. Is that how you say it? That's how it's coming through. So any of that could be significant, but I'm hearing be practical in your ways. So just take that as it resonates. One more, please. And I'm looking at the word seasoning on here, but I'm getting like the right mix. But I'm hearing, and with the white and black, I'm hearing conflict and contrast. So there could be differences in your connection, in your characteristics, and your upbringing, and your beliefs. But it's the perfect mix. And I'm seeing Kool-Aid. So take it as it resonates. But if you don't make that Kool-Aid right, it ain't gonna taste good. So the perfect mix, chemistry, balance is what's needed, or is what's required to come into union. So I'm hearing the chemistry is right. Employee worker service consultation is just more energy of, and the bartender is here again. Perfect mixture. The perfect mixture, okay? The bartender is temperance energy, okay? Is what's coming out now. Literally on the temperance card, Archangel Michael has 2 cups and like the bartender doing this, okay? So 28:28 on the clock, on the timer. In order to get something to be the correct, like taste good, it has to be, or come out the way it's supposed to. It has to be the correct balance. This is letting me know that that the collective energy is coming into temperance energy, which is the perfect balance, the cohesion of your own masculine and feminine energy, okay? Divine masculine and feminine energy, as well as your counterpart or counterparts, okay? Your soul family members. Everyone is, I feel like, on the same page. I'm seeing 3 of Pentacles. The Soldier card is here. And this is what we're here for, okay? Lost souls, and the Fool energy is here. And the Fool energy in tarot, the Fool, if you look up traditional tarot, the Fool card is a joker, okay? But this says guardian of nations. And that's what we're here for. Selfless service, okay? Helping guide, not by force, by pure intention, and also leading by example, okay? Lost souls. out of the matrix is what this is. And this card says seeker of clarity. And I feel like a lot of people want clarity and don't know how to get it. Okay. But if you ask the questions, you will get the answers. Okay. You will no longer be ignorant. This card, this Fool card, says ignorance. But once you ask the questions, the answers will be provided to you. Okay, so I'm going to go into, let me see, we'll go to this What's the Vibe deck. Waves is on the bottom and Harmony as I split the deck. And Waves talks about emotions, and Harmony, this is the Temperance energy. Okay, and today is, like I said, Epiphany Day. And right behind that is the Fog. Okay, now this card says distance, but if you look at this, it looks like a malevolent energy in the fog. Okay, very significant for this message. And this is the Temperance energy, being in harmony. Okay, someone may do this, stack the rocks. I do that. You may want to do that. But this Waves card says emotions, worry, fear. Do not fear. Okay. I'm hearing faith over fear. But this Epiphany card, I'm hearing ask and you shall receive. So clarity. This is self-reflection, answered questions, untapped talents. Epiphany. So something, I heard a huge reveal or big reveal earlier. So this could be what's coming into you. This message could be and bring about some type of epiphany. Okay. Let's see what else comes out. Puzzle, confused, perplexed, conflicted is at the bottom. And this is the Fog energy. But it's also what the fog is trying to cause. Okay. Disruption to the nervous system. One more, please. And thank you, Holy Spirit, for these messages. What else do we need to know at this time? I'm hearing just breathe. And this Two-Face card was at the bottom of the deck. And now it popped out. Double life, cheater, backstabber. I'm not feeling those key words. This is what I'm feeling. Chaos. And behind that is the Soulmate card. Now, that could resonate for someone going through this energy at this time. You could be breaking up with toxic energies, okay? To come into your true 3311, I saw on the clock, to come into your true counterpart connection, okay? There may be some chaos in your life, but this is what's being created with this fog. Chaos is the intention behind the fog, okay? But like I was saying, we are the storm. We're coming to clear paths. 3333 as I look up. Can't make it up. Okay. This energy is already out on the table. Soulmate, twin flame, romantic partner. The coming together of your connection is going to create chaos. Okay. Because many people won't like it. So a lot of people will be in that energy of hatred. Okay. Some people may steer clear, draw back from you as you step into this path, this life, this energy, this new era of you following your own heart. And also, and I'm hearing not giving a damn. Okay. So that could be somebody's energy. Like you don't care about the outside opinion of the world. You know what you're stepping into. Masculine energy, authority. You're taking your personal power, your authority, possibilities. Okay. And in the coming together of divine partnerships, it is the time that this is the time and space for the masculine energy to take the lead and bring together the union. Okay. And if you can see here, I was just about to say the female, okay, depicted here, the feminine energy, divine feminine energy has been guiding, okay, as you can see. And now it's time for the masculine energy to take the lead to bring the union together. Spiritually, the divine feminine has been leading the masculine, divine masculine, okay? Today, the established card is right behind it. Today, this is establishing something in your inner knowing, okay? It's bringing about some type of epiphany. Of what it is you're here to do. Could be triggering something. But whatever it is, I'm hearing it's grounding in, okay? Someone's becoming secure in what they know they are here to do. At one time, you may have felt like the water, you're in over your head is what this feels like. And burned bridges is also here. And with this mask card, I'm getting like someone masking I'm hearing masking talents, okay? So you could have been hiding or concealing your abilities, or your empathic nature, which you've been seeing, hearing, feeling, okay? Let's see, I'm gonna go to the tarot. Ace of Wands and the Magician, okay? Ace of Wands, that is magician energy, the wand, creativity, passion. This is a new beginning, a new passionate beginning. Creating something new. And the magician energy is already here. So I'm hearing a new era of creation. So let's see, why are we experiencing the fog? What's behind the fog? Judgment. This is a call to action, okay? Rising up, answering the call. You may be seeing 911. This is Archangel Gabriel, okay? This says rebirth, okay? A new phase, reckoning, awakening, and this is an awakening. And as I'm saying that, my throat chakra is being agitated, or someone's throat chakra, 747, I saw on the timer, 3747 to be exact. But many of us are being called to speak, okay? Speak up. Called to action, to speak, to be the mouthpiece for not only those who are coming behind us, but to those who need clarity. And it's not the smoke. So, throat chakra is being activated. Knight of Wands here. And King of Wands right behind it. This is more passionate energy. And here's the Ten of Wands with the Emperor right behind it. And the Lovers. And I just shuffled these cards right here. And these cards are all lined up in the deck, okay? On the bottom of the deck. In sync, okay? That band could be significant. Early 90s could be significant. But this is the energy of the Lovers, like I said. Gemini, counterparts coming together. You may feel like this is a burdensome energy. This is the second time this energy is coming out. And for some people, what a lot of people don't understand is that simply by you coming together, that is your purpose. The energy, the frequency your combined souls create will create the change, okay? So for some of us, 3939 on the timer, it's simply your connection, you being together is creating the ripple effect needed to create change, okay? Emperor, divine masculine energy, is here on the table 3 times, okay? Divine Masculine, this is your call to action, to bring together the connection. Knight of Wands to the King of Wands. This is not being in that, and I'm hearing flighty, but these are both passionate energies, but this is a mature energy. This is a less mature energy, okay? So I'm hearing graduation, but this is the masculine becoming divine, okay? That maturity, that level of maturity, okay? Knight of Wands to the King of Wands to the Emperor, okay? And Magician for that matter, 40-40, I just saw on the timer. Maturing into the divine masculine energy, taking the lead. I just keep hearing, taking the lead, okay? So we're seeing this fog, okay? This is happening because it is a sign for most. The fog is a sign for most. One more, please. What do we need to know at this time? Yeah, it's time, okay? The Wheel of Fortune and 6 of Wands, okay? More wand energy. It's time to do. It's time to set things in motion. Wheel of Fortune, this is your destiny. This is your true path and calling, okay? You're being called to action. That's what this is. The Wheel of Fortune, divine counterparts. It says love, compassion, creativity, new feelings. This is a very new energy for most, okay? You have not experienced this energy. This also says new baby, proposal, and marriage. It says whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger is the affirmation, okay? Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. This is a card of burden, okay? And we're being called to put other people's burdens down. The 6 of Pentacles, excuse me, I said 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is reciprocal energy. It is giving and receiving. I'm hearing with pure intent, with pure intentions. So not giving in order to receive, but giving with the understanding that you will receive, okay? And I'm hearing accepting willingly. So take that as it resonates. A lot of us give of ourselves, but we aren't comfortable with receiving, okay? So that may be something you need to shift your perception or energy with. But the 6 of Wands is a card of success. It is also a card of victory and public recognition. And like I said, being in the forefront, being your call to action to speak, okay, in some type of way. So I'm going to see what comes out from this. Actually, let's see. I'm going to use this tarot. Judgment is on the bottom of this deck too, and 6 of Swords. This is transition. So things are transitioning into a new day, okay? 6 of Swords is, it says better times ahead. So overcoming hardships is also a card of communication. Like maybe something being unclear and then you're moving into something being cleared up, clarity. It also says conflicts resolved. So if you're at conflict or at odds with someone, you don't know where you stand, this energy could come in and it's going to clear up. You may have a conversation that gives you the information that you need, okay? But it's moving from a hard time into smooth sailing waters. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. And on this card is fog too. She's in the fog, okay? So coming out of the fog, things being cleared up. 4444 as I look up at the timer. But this Judgment card says a spiritual story. And it's giving me love story, okay? The energy is here. I'm hearing profound love story. Divine counterparts have profound stories, okay? The way you come together is a profound story. And if somebody's going to need to write a book is the energy I'm getting. Because from my other deck, they're showing me the card. And here we go again. Three of Wands. Someone's profound love story is going to be written, okay? I'm hearing encapsulated for future times. So if you've been feeling like you want to write a book, okay, this message could be for you. But this Three of Wands says manifest your dreams. It is this, your dreams manifesting. Big developments. And I heard big reveal. Okay, so there's going to be some type of big reveal that's going to bring you clarity. We got the card of serendipitous energy. Okay, Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is a coming together. Okay, reunion. This is a card of reunion. So this is a lot of clarifying energy, okay? And if you've been getting judgment popped out, I was gonna say, if you're getting intuitive hits, like you just have a feeling that something big is coming, this is your confirmation. And this is another card of renewal. It's a lot of fresh energy on the table, okay? And if you can feel the energy, there has been a lot of big shifts. Well, the fortune turning, and we experience these big shifts in energy. You could have recently felt like you were crashing and burning, okay? A real burnt out energy. And then just like that, feeling revived. It's literally how I feel right now. Because when I started this video, I was feeling like really drained. And now, that's not my energy anymore. I feel like revived, okay? And the Lovers is here at the bottom of the deck. Okay, the Lovers is here. This energy is here on the table 4 or 5 times. And the Seven of Wands is right behind it. And the Magician is right behind that. The Magician is now here 4 or 5 times. Okay, so this is you have all the tools you need to create this new beginning with your divine counterpart or counterparts, however that will resonate for you. And Seven of Wands says worth fighting for. Okay, you may be seeing eagles. Face it head on. That is a feel the fear and do it anyway type of energy. Okay, and like I said earlier about people couples coming together. Okay, certain couples coming together, or maybe all the couples coming together is going to agitate people. This card says haters gonna hate. Okay. But your connection is worth fighting for. This card also says, it's my life. Don't back down. Make a stand. Okay. So this is that traditional tarot card of someone standing on top of a ledge. And there are many wands coming from the bottom. And they're at the top though. You have a bird's eye view. The eagle. Okay. See the bigger picture. You are the Magician. You're bringing your connection together, okay? The fog is your sign. Now, we know that in commercial magic, they create the fog, okay? Very significant to what we're going through right now, or when this video is being created, okay? But the Magician in tarot is someone who has all the tools they need to create and manifest whatever it is that comes to mind, that their heart's desire. You have all the tools within you, okay? Resourceful is the word that's standing out on this card. You are the master manifester. And I believe I spoke about earlier of someone being that master visionary. That is the magician, okay? What you see, you can create. One more, please. What else do we need to know? This card also says willpower, okay? And that's giving me believe in yourself. Inspired action. Take inspired action. Move as you are guided to. Now, these cards fell out together and they're 2 5s. It's time for change. And we're at the 50-minute mark. So 555. Big, heavy changes. But you need to create the change by taking inspired action, okay? And when speaking to the divine masculine, it's time to take action, inspired action. 5 of Swords says shifting the energy, okay? And I just looked up and it was 5050. 50-50 could be significant. And I don't have my other phone in here, so I don't believe I'm supposed to be looking up these numbers. So you may want to take that upon yourself to look up that number, okay? Shifting the energy. This is your Epiphany Day, okay? Literally, today is Epiphany Day when I'm recording this, okay? And that came into my awareness a few days ago because I had no, excuse me, no idea that such a thing existed. So that is very significant for someone. But today is your Epiphany Day in more ways than one, obviously. 144 on the timer I just saw, 5144. So there has been a shift in energy that is bringing about this epiphany, but also you taking inspired action is going to create a shift in your connection, okay? It says conquer self-doubt, embrace change, do it differently. And that's literally what we're here to do. We're here to do things differently than those before us, okay? Who could not create the change, okay? Not those who forged the path, because those were active participants. We're creating the change that needs to be changed, that chaos, okay? 5 of Coins, it says left out in the cold, rejection, turmoil, alienated, harsh conditions. But this is also a card of change. It says change, okay? So your divine counterpart may feel left out in the cold. If you are 52 as I look up, if you are the divine masculine, okay? So the divine feminine energy right now may be waiting on clarity. 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And this card, and here's that Tower energy. That's what I was talking about. This card also, it looks like a foggy path he's on, okay? And I'm hearing you can bring about your own clarity by letting go. The Tower is here. This is Tower energy, and that's what I spoke of when I'm saying your connection coming together will bring about chaos, okay? For other people, that hater energy. It's a haters gonna hate, okay? But don't back down is the point. The Tower is also a shift in energy. It's quick and abrupt. This is also serendipitous events, quick and abrupt, out of the blue, out of left field happenings, okay? This is another card of divorce, okay? So that could be significant for someone. You may have just experienced that experience. But Page of Wands. The Page of Wands, more Wands energy. This is a lot of passionate, active energy, doing, okay? And I just saw 5, 4, 3, 2. So countdown energy. This is your epiphany, that this is your message. Things need to start moving, okay? Page of Wands, energetic powerhouse is what it says. And that's this energy on the table. Energetic powerhouse. There's a lot of powerful, passionate energy on the table. And this says good news, okay? So it also says free thinker. That's what us beings are, okay? Free thinkers. This is thinking outside of the box. Somebody may need to think outside of the box on their approach, is what I'm hearing. Now, take this message as it resonates. If you do not resonate with the divine counterpart journey, that just means, it doesn't mean that this message isn't for you. Take what is for you. You could be on a solo mission, okay? Not everyone has double missions. This card also says traveler. Okay, so you could be someone that travels for work or just likes to travel in general, but the traveler, so literally has to do with the message that I got earlier. The traveler, you may like to travel a lot, so you may be a grid worker, okay? And the purpose of a grid worker is to take your frequency to certain places in the world, okay? And your frequency changes something in that. And I feel like I need to read this message because maybe it's going to be for someone who sees this message in particular. And I'm holding this card in my hands because it's a card that I spoke of earlier, okay? But I'm going to get this message out and come back to the card. So it says, this message, if this message is yours, you are a grid worker, okay? It says, for someone, the place of origin is Israel. Now, the place of origin, this could be either you are from there and you live here in the States, or the place of origin is your ancestry, okay? Your ancestors come from Israel. So the message is you're someone who's gonna want to go there. And I didn't rewrite this message, so I'm trying to translate my handwriting. Oh, it says you most likely are a grid worker. There is something only your frequency can heal there. Okay, so there is something only your frequency can heal there. So if you feel called to that space, okay, Israel, for whatever reason, if things are coming into your awareness, if you're seeing the flag, if you're seeing world events in that area, if you're seeing, I'm seeing a cruise ship and a map. So if these things are coming into your awareness, it's because you are supposed to go there. So when you feel drawn to go there, or serendipitous events, somebody may invite you on a trip, okay? That is your clue, that is your key, that's where you need to be. There is something that only your energy, your frequency can heal there, okay? Now, if you're seeing this, I'm going to go into a reading on that energy, but I was being called to bring that message through this message as well. 5858 may be significant, but this is, if you're seeing this video, this part of the message, look for that video, grid worker video. Grid worker is going to be somewhere in the title or thumbnail. 5911 as I looked up. That is your calling, okay? But this is the Six of Coins that came out, and it says giving and receiving. And I spoke about this earlier, and I'm going to clarify what message do they want to come through the Six of Coins. But it does say generosity, balance, equal give and take. So what do we need to know about this? Six of Coins, Six of Pentacles is the card. What do we need to know about the Six of Pentacles energy? And the card does say being valued. Somebody needs to change their perception on how they receive. Okay. So the Hangman is seeing things in a new way. He's in an awkward position. And I just saw 10001 when I looked up. He is in an awkward position, but this being in this position gives him a chance to see things from a different view. Okay. And I'm hearing aerial view, but bird's eye view did come through. Seeing the bigger picture, clearer vision is what's coming out. But this card says pause. So somebody may need to pause and figure out what it is they're seeing, what they need to see. Maybe meditate and see what you see. Okay. Acceptance. That's what it is. Acceptance. Someone needs to view how they, have a new perspective on how they view receiving. Okay. Like I said, you are a giver and you're always giving, but you don't feel comfortable with receiving. This message came up before too in another reading. Self-sacrifice. Okay. Because the Hangman is in this position of his own doing. So being self-sacrificial, and I'm hearing sacrificial lamb. The next word after sacrifice is change. So that's something that needs to change. Don't allow yourself to be the sacrificial lamb, putting yourself in a position to, for whatever reason, be used, be taken advantage of. Okay. You want to release that energy. This is a card of surrendering, okay? And not surrendering to the needs, hopes, wants, dreams of others. This is surrendering to self. Allowing what it is you feel you want to do and what needs to be done in your own life. And I saw 10222 on the timer. Beginning to receive instead of always giving is the message. Okay. This also could be surrendering to your divine connection. Allowing things to flow. Allowing the change. Okay, I'm going to see what else comes out from this Intuit tarot deck. May just be some messages or confirmation someone needs at this time. Justice. And I'm hearing swift justice. Okay. And the Empress is the new beginnings. This is the new beginnings, but this is also the divine feminine. Okay. So divine feminine and divine masculine is on the table in many ways. This is the coming together. Now, this could be your actual union, marriage union, okay, with the Justice card here. Legal contracts. But the very first thing on this card, it says doing what's right, okay? Truth. Justice is also about things being made fair, clarity in a situation. I feel like this is the divine feminine energy wanting clarity. Okay. Like I said, that 5 of Pentacles card came out, feeling left out in the cold, not knowing what's going on. Okay. This could be the energy of the divine feminine right now. Being in that melancholy energy. Bored. Waiting. Okay. Let's see. Now I'm going to go to the Keepers of Light Oracle deck to close out this message because I feel like it's a lot of repeating energy coming out from many decks. And when that happens, that's just letting me know that that is the message. Okay. That is the strongest energy going on right now. At the bottom of this deck is the Holy Spirit. Expect miracles. That is serendipitous energy. Okay. More confirmation. It says, remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Okay. So whatever card comes out, I'm going to read from the extended message from the guidebook. And there is a Mother Gaia card in this deck. I'll get 2 cards actually. Let's see. Keepers of the Light, what messages do you have for us? And the first card out is Commander Ashtar, call to action. That's what I said. This is a call to action message. And it says lead by example. And this right here on the bottom of the deck is the masculine energy. Okay. Life force. Express your divine passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. This is the King of Wands energy. This is the passionate energy. But I'm going to read from the guidebook for Commander Ashtar, the call to action. I want to see if one more, what else comes out? One more card, please, and thank you. Keepers of the Light, what do we need to know at this time? Are there any more messages from the Keepers of the Light? Lord Ganesh, and that is infinite abundance. Okay, when divine counterparts come into union, you create or you solidify your divine abundance. Okay, this is spiritual and material wealth. Okay, spiritual and material inheritance. Okay, so there's a lot of prosperity you can generate out into the world, but it's also coming to you. Okay, very strong message. That's why this energy of 6 of Pentacles is here. You have to be okay with receiving. Okay, a lot of people, it's hard for them to receive. I can relate. Okay, 727 on the timer I just saw. But Commander Ashtar, call to action. Okay, very first card out, strongest message. It says, take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. And that's what I said earlier. You want to lead by example, not by force. Okay. And actually, I feel like I'm going to read both of these because I'm flipping to find Commander Ashtar, but Cernunnos is here. So I'll read that one to close it out. But Commander Ashtar says, Ashtar, also known as Commander Ashtar, is a multi-dimensional being who promotes truth, peace, and harmony between the planets. He is said to be an extraterrestrial, but appears in human form so that he can communicate at heart level with all those on earth who call on him. He is a part of the Great White Brotherhood, a congregation of light beings who work to bring healing to the world. Grid workers, okay, significant. And is a wonderful guide to those who are feeling the call to bring positivity, healing, and inspiration to those around them. He lifts up the hearts of leaders and inspires them to walk their path with complete integrity. The extended message says you are receiving a call to action, being asked to step up and create the changes you want to see in the world. Divine inspiration is all around you, and Ashtar and his legion of cosmic angels are standing by to offer you loving support. Know that you are being encouraged to be honest, assertive, and true in a loving way. You may feel your ego trying to hold you back, but know that when you take the first step, the next one will soon follow. Take some time to connect with the universe by looking up at the stars, knowing that there are loving beings of light gazing back down on you. You are not alone. And the other day I got a channel message from the Pleiadians. Okay, family of light. It's on the community tab. So you may want to check that out. But you may be seeing 28 or 29 a lot lately. And recently in messages on the community tab and in readings, and in one particular reading, and I just saw 1:10:10 on the clock. But I got the number 2929. Okay, so that number has been coming up a lot, and that is 11. Master Manifester, Master Visionary, Divine Counterparts. Okay. Or you could be seeing 28 a lot, and that is 10, and I just saw 10:10. But the Cernunnos card, it says, where'd it go? Life force, okay? Masculine energy. It says, express your divine passion, sensual and sexual powers are increased, okay? Our sensual and sexual energy, sacral energy is our creative force, okay? Cernunnos, also known as Herni, is a Celtic stag god who represents connection to the earth. He is one of the oldest recognized Celtic gods and features on the Gunstrup cauldron, a silver vessel from the Iron Age. He is the lover of the Great Mother and impregnates the land so that it will be filled with life. He can help us form a connection with the animal spirits and ancestors of our land. Where's that card? Helping us connect to the animals and our ancestors of the land, okay? The extended message says, there is a deep buildup of life force within you now and a need to channel it into action. These are both cards of being called to action. You may have extra energy to be more alert than usual, or be aware of a sense of increased sensual or sexual energy. If you have been unsure how this ties into your spiritual path, know that it can allow you to access the richness of your soul. When we are not expressing ourselves sexually, our spiritual potential can become tamed or muted. Muted. Pisces is a mutable energy, okay? And I feel like that's very significant because mutable energy, it's an energy of going along to get along. It's an energy of wanting to keep the peace, but at what cost is what it is. It's like being muted. You mute yourself so that others, so you don't rock the boat, okay, is the energy. But that is a shift in perspective needs to happen. I feel like this is a very specific message for someone, okay, a shift in perspective. And I'm hearing you two are important. So it says, if you are denying yourself a desire, ask yourself, how can you fulfill it? And that's that energy. It's like denying what you want in order to make others happy, or like I said, not to rock the boat. I'm hearing stepping out of the norm. So this could be the energy that already has shifted. You've already stepped out of that box, okay? It says, ask Cernunnos to help you access your sexual self so that you can express it with integrity and in a way that honors your soul. If you and your partner are trying for a child and this card appears, fertility is very possible, especially if Bridget, Cernunnos' twin flame, is present too. And Bridget is also here. So this would be divine masculine, divine feminine energy. And they're telling me to read the Bridget message. So you could be seeing 22. Inner strength, move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power, divine feminine energy. And I expressed this at the opening of the message. I feel that divine feminine energy coming through very strongly. Collective divine feminine energy. Okay. This is power without force. Okay. The divine feminine energy is a receptive energy, but it's also a nurturing energy. So it is an action energy. It's putting out that love, that unconditional nurturing love. It says Bridget is a Celtic goddess of Ireland who is closely associated with fire and the time of spring. Resonates with me. I'm a Aries. Okay. So the sign of Aries could be significant because that is spring, okay? That is the fire sign that is in the spring. She was so well loved. Oh, wait. It says she is the twin flame of Cernunnos. She was so well loved by the Celtic people that when Christianity came to Ireland, she was adopted as a saint of Holy Wells. 23 could also be significant. And other holy places. Holy places. Speaking of grid workers, when you're being called to these, when you're being drawn to a certain place, you may be drawn to certain holy sites. Okay. And Mount Shasta is coming to mind right now. So that could be significant. California could be significant. The Soda Shasta could be significant. And that's a very old school brand. So like retro things could be significant. It says, so many things are coming through while I'm trying to read this message. But if you're being drawn to places, you can look up the holy sites, okay? Because there are some very specific ones, and I cannot say this one, Glastonbury Tor. I feel like that's how you say it. But it's in Europe, I believe. Okay. And that's one that keeps coming into my awareness for whatever reason. Well, I know what reason, but when they come into your awareness, when these things come into your awareness, is because you need to go there, those places, and have faith. A way for you to get there will be provided. If you're meant to go to these places, don't worry about the cost. If you're meant to be there, you'll get there. Okay. A way will be provided. I know I've experienced it firsthand. But this says she is a powerful figure who can help us channel our energy into something that is important for our growth. Something that would be important for your growth is existing in a certain space and time. Okay. 811. That is Archangel Metatron. Grid worker. That is the Akashic Records. 1818 now on the timer. And let's see. And as she herself has lasted through the ages, she adds longevity to our journey so that we can reach a deep state of wholeness. You can call on her to bring her sacred flames to burn away anything that's not serving you. The 8 of Cups is already on the table. That's walking away from things that do not serve you so that you can focus on what does. Okay. Excuse me. She can also favor any new projects you have in mind and support with fertility. A lot of people's missions are simply to create the being that will create change. Okay. Your spiritual fire is growing within. Recognize that the power of your soul is greater than you think. You have come a long way since you began this journey. There is a powerful force within you, and you have the ability to create wonderful changes in your own life and inspire those around you to do the same. Be aware of new projects, opportunities, and fertile ideas that can grow into something larger you may imagine. Larger than you may imagine. Call on the fiery goddess Bridget to light the way ahead. Now, ideas that grow larger than you can imagine, that message came out before as well. I think the message was, oh, things are going to turn out better than you anticipated, was the message. And they're recalling that. So it has significance in this message. Like I said, the Ten of Wands energy came out. Somebody may feel like this is maybe overwhelming or burdening, okay? Being called to action. But you have to understand that once you're called to action, you are creating a bond. You and your counterpart are coming together. The burden is no longer yours to bury. I said bury. Bury the burden is what's trying to come through. Bury the burden. So like I was saying, the burden is no longer yours to carry alone. You're now sharing, okay? Whatever it is that you need to do, okay? Whatever it is you have come here to do, you now have a counterpart or counterparts to share the load, okay? Is what's trying to come through. You're sharing the load. You're not alone on the journey anymore, okay? It feels like a burden because it's a solo journey until it isn't anymore, okay? Until you come into reunion with your divine counterpart. So with that being said, bury the burden, okay? Drop the burden. It's may feel overwhelming, but once you come into union, you will have a partner or partners to share this experience and the rest of this journey. So with that being said, I wish you all the best moving forward. Thank you for receiving your message and take care.